Welcome to Trojan Talks. In our second edition, we are discussing the R.I.S.E initiative, which stands for Reading Initiative for Student Excellence. R.I.S E helps us teach reading in an entirely different way than we were taught when we were younger. This initiative is facilitated through the Arkansas Department of Education with the Division of Elementary and Secondary Education. I have with me today two of my favorite partners, Mrs. Gail Bean and Mrs. Joie Trejo, and they are our district instructional facilitators for literacy. A fun fact about them is that they are also R.I.S E trainers, so they have been specially trained to work with our students and our teachers to facilitate literacy and reading skills all across our district. Today, we are providing you with an overview of what R.I.S E is and what it means for your children in the classrooms and at home as they learn how to read.
Hi Trojan families, I'm Joie Trejo. Miss Bean and I love getting to work with students and teachers across the district to build strong literacy skills. Because of R.I.S E, the focus on reading progression for your child has shifted from determining your child's reading level to determining what skills they need to read with, fluency and comprehension.
Welcome Trojan families, I am Gail Bean. I am also excited to be here. In addition to working with students, Ms. Trejo and I are specially trained to instruct our educators in R.I.S E, our state initiative for the science of reading. R.I.S E has three main goals. Goal 1, sharpen the focus and strengthen instruction. Goal 2, create community collaboration. Goal 3, build a culture of reading.
R.I.S E also has another component, which are the 5 components of reading, or what we are trying to accomplish with the R.I.S E initiative to make your students skilled readers. Just like baseball is a skilled sport, reading is truly a skill.
Now we're going to talk about the 5 components. The first one is phonemic awareness. This term means hearing, identifying, and manipulating the sounds of words.
Next, phonics, the connection between the letters, also called graphemes, and sounds, also called phonemes.
Fluency, this is reading accurately with expression and at an appropriate rate.
Vocabulary, this is understanding, defining, and using new words.
Comprehension, this is understanding and analyzing what you listen to and what you read and write.
Phonemic awareness, phonics, fluency, vocabulary, and comprehension. These are 5 characteristics that make a skilled reader. So I know what you're thinking. What does this mean for me as a parent? We are going to break it down for you over the course of a few series of videos. Today, we are going to provide you with 2 activities to practice at home on the first large component of reading, phonemic awareness.
As we dive into phonemic awareness, here are 2 important words you need to know, phonemes and graphemes. A phoneme is a sound and a grapheme is a letter or letters that make up those sounds. An example is the phoneme G, and the grapheme is G, like in goat. Another example are the phonemes str, which are the graphemes str, like in the word street. Have you heard your child talk about Haggerty? During Haggerty activities in class, kids are practicing phoneme manipulation with their teacher.
What is phoneme manipulation? Let's play a game. Remember, phonemic awareness activities can be done in the dark. That means there's no print involved. So here we go. I'm going to say a word and you repeat after me. Say cat.
Cat.
Okay, this time I want you to say cat, but I want you to change the k in cat for
Sat.
Great job. Now I want you to say sat.
Sat.
And I want you to replace the a and sat with I.
Sit.
Great job, ladies. All right, this is an example of an activity you can do at home. Here's another short video clip of an example of manipulating phonemes during a Haggerty activity. Enjoy the video.
This video features our pre-K class at Park Magnet School.
We're going to start with our rhyming. Remember that rhyming ends the
same way.
Here we go. Come some.
Come some.
More tour.
More tour.
Sheep keep.
Sheep keep.
Cow how.
Cow how.
Pin men.
Pin men.
Good job. We're going to work on our onset fluency. That's that beginning.
Sound.
Ready? Meadow.
Meadow.
Cow.
Cow.
Pear.
Pear.
Looks.
Looks.
He.
He.
Good job. We're going to blend our onset and rhyme. I'm going to go, and then you're going to go. Ready? Ow. Now. Do it with me.
Ow. Now.
Good job. Ilk. Milk. Ilk. Milk.
Here's another activity that will help you practice this skill area, phonemic awareness at home. Do you have poppets at home? If you do, here's another activity you can do with your child. So the first thing we would do is give them a word. In kindergarten, we're practicing CBC words. A word I might give them is bed. And the first thing I would do is have them count out the sounds. How many sounds or phonemes do you hear in bed? Ed. And then after that, we're going to ed. 3 sounds, 3 pops. The next word I'm going to give you is a little bit more tricky. This word might be a word that you would use in a 1st or 2nd grade classroom. The word is boat. How many sounds do you hear in the word boat? Boat. So then we're going to pop oat. And I know what you're thinking. There's 4 letters, but phonemes counts sounds. So we only pop 3 because there are 3 sounds.
If you don't have poppets at home, don't worry. We are going to give you some examples that you can do at home with household items that you may have. We want to stress that the importance in kindergarten right now is really understanding letters and sounds. And those build the skills that our students need for 1st, 2nd, and beyond to be very skilled and fluent readers. So Ms. Trejo, you want to talk to us about one activity they could do at home?
Yeah, so these are chips that we use at school like markers, but you can use checkers, you can use anything that you have at home that you have. Pennies would be a good way that you could do this. So if you have a word like the word make, again, you could count how many sounds do you hear in make, ache, and then they're going to push them up, ache, and there's going to be 3. And then if you did a word like bed, then you would say how many sounds or how many phonemes. There's the academic language we're using at school. How many phonemes do you hear in the word bed? Ed. So then I would take 3 of my checkers or whatever I'm using here, pennies, ed. It's a really easy way to incorporate what they're learning at school at home.
All right, Trojan families, I know many of you have candy laying around at home, especially from all of that trick-or-treating some time ago. So here's another activity that you can do with your students to help with phonemic awareness. It goes back to what Ms. Trejo just did, but now we're using candy. So say the word like. Like. Now let's sound it out. Like. How many sounds did we hear? 3. So you'll have your child push those pieces of candy up to help them really start to understand the correspondence between letters and sounds for phonemic awareness.
All right, Trojan families, I have one more skill we're going to talk about today. And that's when we take the word I gave you earlier was sat. At. And you notice when we were playing the game earlier, we did the at. And I had them replace that medial sound with the with the I. Sometimes if your child is not ready for that, you can use these markers as a visual tool to help them. So we replace the with the I and we get it, sit. And that will help them, scaffold them to help pronounce and blend that letter better with the phonemes. It, sit. Goes from sat to sit with some marker visual as a scaffold.
Those games sure are fun.
Yes, they were. R.I.S.E is an initiative to build skilled readers. So don't worry if this information seems overwhelming at first. It was for us too. You have an entire team and an entire school here to help you.
We look forward to breaking down all the skills and activities in R.I.S.E with you during the future Trojan Talk videos. Feel free to reach out to your school principal or your child's classroom teacher for extra help or supports.
At Hot Springs School District, all of our teachers have been trained in the science of reading. Our students are receiving these skills daily through their wonderful teachers and our wonderful interventionists for literacy at every single school. Learning to read should be fun, and our students should be excited about it. But you as parents have to have that same excitement, and we are here to help support you in helping your students learn how to read. We love teaching your students, and we love supporting you, our Trojan community. We hope that you enjoy the series that we have for you through Trojan Talks, and we look forward to teaching you all about the science of reading.